to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bobcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Rutgers offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So Ohio's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just
turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the air, it's Navarro. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Back picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't...
Taking it the other way. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches to go.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Raymond. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was...
Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man on the left. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the run, it's Raymond. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Pulled and finds his man on the left.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Navarro. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
A make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Navarro. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He's got it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 53 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. Looking to go up top and times running out in the half. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking for a man. It's Navarro. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Good timing on the quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense has to... Better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Bobcats will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Might as well give it to him again. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got rid of it just in time.
That's right, but it can't be a very expensive guitar either, okay? Please.
Calm down, little girl. Everything's going to be fine. I think I still have a guitar like that, okay? It's the prettiest of them all.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The short hands, it's Williams. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Bobcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him up.
Touchdown, Ohio! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your front.
Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Campbell. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. He now has 106 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on their defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, we got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Gets it out fast. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Bobcats want to move quickly. On fourth down, looking to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Dropping back, it's Navarro. Under fire. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Turning on the Jets. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout, Ohio.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense. Put together a miracle. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Here's the pressure. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium. Yes,
take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are